still aboard Megan's ship? Feels odd. What is this place? Where am I? I can feel something moving closer. What?
Empress Emily Caldwin. I am a friend of your father's from the bad old days. I never expected us to meet. I watched your mother die at the hands of schemers who wanted your little empire. Then you were rescued by a man in a strange mask. I thought that was the end of the excitement. But someone yanked the rug from under your feet. You've lost your throne and your father. And I promise, Delilah won't just give them back. So, what are you prepared to do about it? Your Imperial Majesty? And are you clever enough to do it without spilling a river of blood? I asked Corvo those questions 15 years ago. This is the moment that changed him. Now it's your turn.
It burns from the inside. I feel like I'm standing at the edge of something. All the stories, they're true. This is how I'm going to save my father and reclaim the throne. Corvo mentioned being here.
Know you. Do you remember? It's been so long, and you've been through so much. Even as an echo of myself, it's good to know you're there.
Mother? You're here, but you're not here. In my hand, but somewhere else.
Only the last of my essence, with you for a while. If only I could reach across this great expanse and take you into my arms. But I have this to offer. My gift and my curse. Summon me to your hand, and I will guide you when I can. There are no stars in the sky here. There is no sky.
There's no one quite like Delilah. I watched her pull herself up from blood and filth until she was in a position to steal from the wisest scholars in the Empire. Survival and ambition, art and magic, with a cunning that makes fawning sycophants of those around her, all of it leading to what you saw at Dunwall Tower. Delilah's playing the long game. She took all the abuse the world could deal out, and now she has a crown. But I'll let you in on a secret. She's got her eyes set on a much greater prize.
When I was 10 years old, bored with my lessons, I dreamed about sword fighting and sailing the ocean. Now I'm realizing that the world is stranger than I ever imagined. Everything I know has been turned on its head, but I'm dealing with it the best I can. When you look at the great jeweled map at Dunwall Tower, Karnaca is the southernmost port in the Empire. A fat, red ruby. That's how I always thought of it. Up close, the city smells like the ocean and strange spices. Up close, it's a tangled story of blood and ambition. the birthplace of my father. Megan Foster is a stranger, but there's something that makes me want to trust her, despite her guarded disposition. She got me out of Dunwall, and I need answers. Delilah and the Duke made me look like a murderer, using the Crown Killer to butcher my political adversaries. They took what was mine, and I'm gonna get it back.
Must be cursed. You're up.
All right. You've explained part of it. But what were you and Sokolov doing here?
The old man loved Karnaka, but he'd caught wind of a conspiracy tied to the Crown Killer. He wanted to warn Corvo.
There were reports about tensions rising, corruption, street violence. I didn't give it much mind. Usually the local authorities resolve that sort of thing.
The new Duke has let things slide. But Sokolov concluded he might be the head of the conspiracy. He came in looking shocked, and if you've heard his after-dinner stories, you know that's unusual. We were going to set out for Dunwall, but something happened.
The Crown Killer.
Yes, the hatch ripped open and Sokolov screamed. All I caught was a glimpse of someone carrying him across the deck. I followed as long as I could, toward Addermeyer Institute. It's run by the alchemist Hypatia. Maybe the Duke is using a patient of hers, the Crown Killer.
Addermeyer. All right. I'll get inside. The Crown Killer has to be eliminated, and if the alchemist will cooperate, maybe I can learn something about what happened to Sokolov. Wish me luck.
If you need my luck, Sokolov's as good as dead. When you get done at the Institute, disable the watchtower. Once it's down, I'll bring the boat around. We'll take the skiff to the shore when you're ready. Ready for me to drop you at the docks?
Let's go see the streets where my father grew up.
Off we go then.
It won't do to be recognized.
Take you to Addermeyer by boat, but security's too tight. The Grand Guard have a watchtower there. Go inland and use the carriage station. Before his death, the old Duke of Serkono spent decades building up Karnaka. After Duke Luca Abel took over, He started draining the wealth out of the city as fast as he could. Orgies and week-long feasts.
Having more fun here than we were in Dunwall, it seems.
Watch yourself on the way to Admire. The Duke's given the Grand Guard run of the city. Strangers get attacked on sight.
I'll keep my head down.
This is a good spot. Reach Admire, take out the Crown Killer, and find out where Sokolov was taken. The alchemist, Hypatia. She'll help if she can. Sokolov likes her.
I'll see you later at Admire. Just wait to bring up the boat until after I've disabled the watchtower.
Welcome to Karnaca, stranger.
Which ship is that out there? Hello there.
You know that was supposed to go to us. What are we supposed to do now? We're out of money.
Give him a chance to tell his side.
I'm sorry, every now and then one of those Grand Guard bastards pulls a stunt like that. It's getting worse. They might be able to help you out.
We're listening.
There's a stack of goods that no one's claimed in one of the holding warehouses. I happen to know. I'm wondering if I'd wake up. Your face is covered.
Fellow Sir Conan, in the Duke's absence, I have the following announcement. New restrictions are now in place due to the political...
Hard times under the Duke and his Grand Guard. A man has to be ready for anything.
...and carried out by the former royal protector.
Hey, come here.
A new customer with coin, I bet. Let's see. I have some upgrade plans for your gear. I'll take that. Deal? I shouldn't deal with strangers.
Fellow Sir Conan, let us rejoice in the crowning of our...
That's Admire in the distance.
Someone looks armed and dangerous.
Duke of Sir Conan, now royal consort to the Empress.
Not safe, they say. I got news for them. That ain't never safe.
And additional tariffs will be levied against foot traffic in the Grand Palace.
I told her it was the wrong kind of oil, but they don't want to listen to me. Next time, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
Fellow Sir
I'll
Conan,
sleep. Your face is covered. The Grand Guard won't like that.
Are we gonna let a few blood flies stop us?
I'm in. Just remember to move slowly.
Hey, something wrong?
What's the matter? You saw something?
It's infested, all right. Move slowly, stay away from the mess, and try to avoid getting filled with bloodfly venom and eggs. is looking for me. It might pay to be discreet.
Heretic's body I will never forget her words. She looked up at me and asked what shrines to the outsider could be found across the Isles.
Sometimes I wonder if it wouldn't be better to craft music boxes here in the city.
I questioned her sharply until she confessed. Kept playing and shipped out. It seems dead just now.
Far worse to have the knowledge and construction materials scattered across the Isles. The metals used to make the devices are usually rare. The techniques, if applied by anyone but the most faithful, resolute overseers, would border on heresy.
I suppose you're correct. It grieves me to imagine what cultists might accomplish if they took the music boxes and perverted them to their own ends.
Exactly, brother. Much better to protect such a powerful tool. Assemble them in secret and dispatch them across the Empire where they're needed in the fight against the supernatural.
Cage of iron and toppled into the canal. Her corruption was
Smell the stench of the void. There's something perverse in this place.
Karnaca was a lovely city once. Before the Duke began choking the life out of the place. Before the Crown Killer started painting the walls red. Now you're here. And I have to wonder whether you're gonna give it that final nudge. Or pull it back from the edge. We've both seen cities go bad before. Vermin, blood, and betrayal. It's happening again. I hope you're ready.
We're conducting a search for heretical artifacts.
What? Here? Listen, I only need
This
to...
area is restricted on the authority of the Abbey. No one is allowed inside.
Huh? What? The window! And at the end of it all, the Abbey will stand in the ashes.
Some take comfort from the strictures. Vice Overseer Liam Byrne.
told Miss Lucia Pastor that they wouldn't let us take the carriage. Adamire is closed to the public.
I'll have to try again. I have to see Dr. Adamire Station. This should take me out to the Institute.
Lieutenant, no offense intended, but this seems like a shit assignment. Adamire Station? No one ever goes out there anymore. Or rarely.
I could transfer you to the Dust District if you're looking for action, Sergeant.
No thanks. That's not what I'm saying. Why do we even need Grand Guard personnel here?
Adamire Institute has strategic value to the Duke's inner circle. That's all I was told. You know how it works.
Right. We just carry out